this is Vicky Wong. Again, I am a high school teacher, and this is my daughter,
Alexa.
So today is a very special day. You can maybe hear some sound in the background.
Fireworks.
That's fireworks, exactly. And what is today?
4th of July.
4th of July. So I thought that it would be very fitting for us to have a little conversation about, I don't know, what it means to be an American. First off, because I always love food. So let's talk about what we ate today.
Ooh.
What did you eat?
A donut.
Donut. From where?
Krispy Kreme.
Oh my god, that is like our all-time favorite. The glazed, just the pure glazed Krispy Kreme donuts. Anything else that you ate?
I ate corn. I ate hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Oh my god, how
fries.
fries. And that's kind of a very American meal, right? I had a really huge piece of steak. So we're very satisfied. I'm actually a little bit tired right now. I'm falling asleep from the steaks. But anyway, so I'm really curious to know that obviously, both of us, we're both Americans. I came here when I was 13, and you were born and raised here. But I want to know, you don't have to answer if this is very strange, but like, what does being American mean to you?
Ooh, that is kind of hard because there aren't really any like distinct traits that really make you American.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like like it's not the same as like clubs or like teams when like, oh, I see that like a majority of people in this club have like this trait or like this trait.
What about because America is such a diverse country. When somebody asks me about what I think being American means to me, I feel like it is the fact that we respect people from diverse backgrounds and diverse cultures, and that's kind of what being American mean to me. Do you feel the same way?
No, I don't agree with that.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like some people, there are many racist people in America. Like I've experienced racism before. Like someone, I've heard Ching Chong, go back to your country, and the eyes.
Okay.
Eye thing. So.
So we did a little rehearsal before this, but it is it is true that I have never heard that you've been called go back, or you've been told to go back to your country before. When did that happen?
I think like the first time it happened was when I was pretty little, like in first grade. So at that time, like I wasn't really that upset because I didn't really understand it a lot. Because I was like, I'm already where I'm from, like I'm from the United States, so I didn't really understand it very much. So I just kind of ignored it. Like I didn't really see it as such a big deal. But now I know that I know what it means and I know how bad it is. But I think that I'm not really upset though at like whoever said it, because I think that little kids, they just tend to repeat things that they hear from parents or just on the streets or somewhere.
Well, you do know that some adults also experience
this. I know.
Yeah. So the reason why we start talking about it was because that you did not agree with me that being American means that you respect each other's culture and background.
Yeah.
So you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you're saying that because of your experience makes you feel that respect towards different culture um, doesn't make you associate that with being American?
Um, well, I just think, you're trying to like, think of a general thing that can apply to all Americans. I just don't think that um, all Americans treat all cultures with the same respect.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that you are correct about that.
Mm-hmm. When somebody tell you to go back to your country, like what country in your mind do you picture?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't be telling me to go back to America, obviously, and I think that they would probably be imagining some kind of Eastern Asian country,
But you've
like
never been
China.
to
I know
any
exactly.
countries in Asia. I've been many times, and I'm from there, but you've never been.
No. That doesn't stop them.
If you can pick any country, I mean, if for whatever reason that you feel that, I don't want to live in America, where would you go? Like, what would be the first country that pop into your head if you don't live here?
Canada. They're close and they speak the same language.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. But, when I was younger, when I first came to this country, I also, had my share of, experiencing racism. And I came here when I was in middle school. So imagine, middle school kids are pretty mean, right? Like, they're the meanest. So I came here and, I looked different, I dressed different, I talked differently, couldn't understand people. And obviously there were a lot of, even if I couldn't understand the language, I knew that they were making fun of me or looking down on me. And at the time, I remember in my head, I always said, if I felt bad, I always said, no, I'm okay now. But I always said, stupid Americans. I always said that in my head. Until, and as I grew and as I experienced more and as I, just been in this country longer, I start to identify more and more as American. So I stopped saying that in my head because that would be calling myself stupid as well, right? So it was a little heartbreaking for me to hear of my daughter's experience, especially when she was so young. She never told us that. It was very difficult for me to hear that for the first time today. And I thought, I start thinking back at, how hard that, your grandparents worked to bring us to this country, and how hard that we, try to, I guess, raise you here as Americans, and yet we're still here. And hearing my daughter, telling me about her experience, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah, but honestly though, I really appreciate what you said. Really appreciate that you're willing to share, and as an adult, as your mom, I can only speak for myself. I feel that I feel 100% American, like 100%. I will have no problem challenging anyone that think otherwise. When my children, when tell me that they don't feel quite American, I understand that this is sort of a journey that you have to go on yourself, and then you have to find your way and your identity. Yeah. Thank you very much. The fireworks still going on. Um, happy 4th of July.